Hello guys, today we're going to embark on a gripping tale as Robert McCall, a mysterious and skilled former operative, navigates a world of justice and retribution. Without further ado, let's jump into the story. The story unfolds against the backdrop of the Turkish Railway, 400 miles from Istanbul. Stepping into the bar cart, Robert McCall shares a drink with his target, a Turkish man who callously kidnapped his daughter to inflict pain on his ex-wife. Unveiling his relentless determination, McCall's mission becomes apparent, prompting the target to deploy his henchmen. McCall, unfazed, strategically sets his timer and launches a swift, calculated assault, incapacitating the goons with a flurry of punches, smashes, stabs, and neck snaps. As the dust settles, McCall approaches the orchestrator of the kidnapping, offering him a choice to take the easy way out. Meanwhile, in Boston, the mother, Grace, seeks solace in her lawyer's office, where a poignant reunion with her daughter unfolds, marked by tearful embraces and the comforting reassurance of a mother embracing her precious child. McCall has transitioned into the role of a Lyft driver, with his regular passenger being the elderly and determined Sam Rubenstein. Sam is on a quest to reunite with his long-lost sister, and McCall often finds himself entangled in the lives of his passengers, navigating through their stories. One night, he encounters Amy, a young woman who has fallen victim to a disturbing incident. McCall's compassion and sense of justice lead him to take her to the hospital, but he doesn't stop there. Fueled by a commitment to right wrongs, he confronts the perpetrators in their own den, delivering a swift and forceful lesson in justice. Meanwhile, in Belgium, a seemingly ordinary evening takes a dark turn for Mr. Calvert as he returns home to find his wife battered and in tears. The chilling entrance of three menacing figures, Raznik, Ari, and Kovac, escalates the horror, culminating in a tragedy that leaves Mr. Calvert at the mercy of ruthless violence. In the quiet corners of McCall's neighborhood, he discovers that his neighbor, Fatima, has fallen victim to vandalism, with her cherished garden and walls marred by graffiti. Acting as a silent guardian of his community, McCall takes it upon himself to erase the defacement. However, this routine task takes an unexpected turn when he encounters Miles Whitaker, a young aspiring artist with a penchant for interacting with McCall. Miles, recognizing an opportunity, offers his assistance to McCall, but not without a price. In another part of McCall's life, a routine visit to the bookstore unveils a surprising connection. Grace, the clerk, unknowingly shares space with the man who once saved her daughter. Unbeknownst to Grace, McCall's past heroics remain hidden. Returning home, McCall is greeted by Susan Plummer, and the two share a jovial dinner. Amidst the camaraderie, Susan unintentionally stumbles upon the memory of McCall's late wife Vivian, suggesting that perhaps McCall should embrace more opportunities for connection and life beyond the shadows. In the aftermath of the tragedy in Belgium, Susan Plummer delves into the investigation alongside her colleague, Dave York. Their pursuit answers takes them to the crime scene, unraveling the grim details of the Calvert's murder. As Susan reflects on the case in the solitude of her hotel room, she becomes the target of an ominous threat. Two assailants confront her, demanding money, but Susan's resilience transforms the encounter into a fierce struggle, thwarting their intentions. Meanwhile, McCall, engrossed in watching Miles express his artistry on a wall, receives a call that shatters his world. Susan's husband, Brian, delivers the devastating news of Susan's murder. Promptly flying to Washington, D.C. for the somber funeral, McCall can't escape the grip of grief. Determined to uncover the truth, he initiates his own inquiry, meticulously reviewing hotel surveillance footage and scrutinizing crime scene photos to piece together the puzzle surrounding Susan's untimely demise. In the dimly lit apartment, the thugs revel in the pulsating beats of their music, unaware of an unexpected intrusion, the ring of a mysterious phone. Confused, they discover the device on the floor, and curiosity leads them to answer. A sinister twist unfolds as their radio transforms into an explosive instrument, abruptly ending their chaotic revelry and sealing their fate. Unbeknownst to them, Resnick and his associates observe the aftermath from the shadows, ensuring their grim task is accomplished. Meanwhile, McCall, presumed to be deceased by Dave, resurfaces to confront the shocking developments. The elimination of the thugs registers as a calculated move, with McCall asserting that they were merely loose ends requiring closure. This revelation prompts McCall to delve deeper into the interconnected web of violence. suspecting a link between Susan's tragic demise and the Calvert murders. In a covert watch over the neighborhood, McCall notices Miles associating with two local gangsters. Tracking their movements to an apartment, McCall skillfully neutralizes the guards, confiscates their weapons, and intercepts Miles. The intention behind their meeting was to orchestrate revenge against the thugs responsible for Miles' brother's murder. However, McCall sternly conveys that getting involved with such characters is not the right path for Miles. Later, McCall takes on a seemingly routine passenger claiming to head to the airport. Instinctively suspicious, McCall deliberately steers off the expected route. When he unveils this tactic, the passenger turns hostile, attempting to stab McCall. In a gripping struggle, McCall maneuvers the vehicle erratically, repeatedly elbowing the assailant in the face. The confrontation escalates as the man tries to shoot McCall, who seizes the gun, counterattacks, and retrieves the assassin's phone. Uncovering coded information on the device, McCall orchestrates a fiery demise for the car, ensuring the secrets within remain obscured. Fearing for Brian's safety as a potential target, McCall relocates him to a secure hideout while he attempts to unravel the complexities of the situation. Taking the retrieved phone to Dave's residence, McCall encounters Dave's family. Seizing a moment of privacy with Dave, McCall unveils the incriminating information on the phone, tracing it back to yet another device, coincidentally belonging to Dave himself. A mirabolation unfolds. McCall's former colleagues, including Dave, engaged in dubious activities after presuming McCall to be deceased. When Susan became dangerously close to uncovering their secrets, Dave took matters into his own hands and killed her. Confronted with the truth, Dave leads McCall outside to face Resnick, Ari, and Kovac, pledging to exact revenge for Susan's death. In a twisted gesture, Dave's wife provides McCall with transportation, seemingly taunting him with the eerie irony of the situation. Miles, engrossed in painting McCall's apartment, finds himself unwittingly entangled in a dangerous situation. Dave and Kovac attempt to break in just as McCall contacts Miles. Urgently directing Miles to a secret hiding spot behind a bookshelf, McCall orchestrates a plan. However, as Miles grapples with increasing claustrophobia, he comes out of the hideout, inadvertently putting himself in jeopardy. Dave seizes the opportunity and kidnaps Miles at gunpoint. Meanwhile, McCall, recognizing the impending threat, returns to his hometown, now in the throes of evacuation due to an approaching hurricane. The pursuit intensifies as the four villains scour the town for McCall. Kovac, mistaking a figure in a shop for McCall, falls victim to a harpoon shot through his head. Ari becomes the next target, and McCall swiftly intercepts him, delivering a series of lethal blows. Droznik, trailing McCall through another shop, meets a fiery demise as a grenade explosion ruptures his stomach. The hurricane-worn town becomes the backdrop for McCall's relentless pursuit of justice. Left atop a towering vantage point, Dave endeavors to snipe McCall. In a tense exchange, Dave contacts McCall, revealing Miles' precarious situation in a trunk. Threatening to harm Miles unless McCall surrenders, Dave taunts him with a barrage of shots. As Dave takes aim for a final shot, McCall, with precision, shoots the tire of the car containing Miles, ensuring his safety. Ascending the tower, McCall confronts Dave in a high-stakes showdown. Dave attempts to strike with a knife, but McCall's agility prevails. In a swift counterattack, McCall gouges out Dave's eye, severs his abdomen with a decisive stab, and slices his neck from behind. Dave's body plummets from the tower, crashing against the rocks before being claimed by the ocean's relentless currents. The tumultuous climax unfolds as McCall secures justice with ruthless efficiency. McCall rushes to free Miles, discovering a gunshot wound in the boy's leg. Seeking refuge in McCall's former residence, Miles witnesses glimpses of McCall's military past and his connection with Vivian through poignant photographs. Meanwhile, back home, Fatima is pleasantly surprised to find her garden restored and a captivating mural, crafted by Miles, adorning the wall. The mural reflects scenes from her homeland, accompanied by the heartfelt inscription, "I leave you with the best of myself." A bus ride captures Miles engaging with a schoolmate, showcasing his artistic prowess inspired by McCall. In another heartwarming reunion, Sam is joyfully reunited with his sister Magda thanks to McCall's intervention. The narrative concludes with McCall standing outside his former abode, gazing contemplatively towards the vast expanse of the ocean, embodying a sense of closure and reflection. And as always, share your thoughts and suggestions in the comments below. Until next time, keep showing love by clicking the like and subscribe button. This is Filmflix Recaps signing off. Feel free to check our other videos